Good afternoon, students. Okay, very good afternoon. In the last class, we were discussing about the ray diagrams for convex mirror, right? Yes, okay. So what are the different positions at which we can place the object in the case of a convex mirror? Gautam, what are the different positions at which we can place the object in the case of a convex mirror?
Ma'am,
Yes.
at infinity and between infinity and the pole.
Yes, very good. At infinity and between infinity and pole. Very good. And now, if you place the object at infinity, where did you get the image? Yes. If you place the object at infinity, where did you get the image?
Behind the mirror.
Behind the mirror and at one point, at one position. Where's the position? Behind the mirror at focus. Okay. If you place the object at infinity, you get the image behind the mirror, that is at focus. Gauri, what about the nature and size of the image form?
Highly diminished and point size.
Yes, very good. Highly diminished and point size. What about its nature?
Virtual and direct.
Virtual and direct. All right, very good. Adulya, if you place the object between infinity and pole, where did you get the image?
In pole and focus.
Yes, between pole and focus, and it is
Behind the mirror.
very good. It is behind the mirror. What about its nature and size?
Diminished,
Yes.
virtual and direct.
Very good. It is also diminished and virtual and direct. And we were also discussed about the sign convention for spherical mirrors. Did you remember that? Okay. Then Elsa, what about the first rule according to your sign convention for spherical mirror? All of you, please switch on your video. Minha. Oh, yes. Okay, okay, Elsa, you can continue now. What about the first rule? Yes.
The object is always placed to the left of the mirror.
The object is always placed on the left side of the mirror. Okay, very good. Minha, what about the second rule?
And all distance parallel to principal axis is measured by pole.
Yes, very good. All the distance that is parallel to principal axis are measured from the pole. Okay, good. Abin, third rule for sign convention.
All distance measured to the right of the pole is positive.
That's very good. All the distance that is measured right towards the right of the pole takes positive. Very good. Then Sania, what about the fourth rule?
All distance measured to the left of the pole are taken as negative.
Yes, all distance that is measured towards left of the pole takes negative. Shania Simon. What about the fifth rule? Yes, unmute and answer. Karthik, are you there? Karthik. Okay, Sean. All of you, please switch on your video. Karthik, what about the fifth rule for sign convention? Okay. Justin. Anjali Priya, what about the fifth rule for sign convention?
Distance measured perpendicular to and above the principal axis are taken as positive.
Okay, the distance that is measured perpendicular to principal axis is taken as positive. Okay, all right. Devasena, what about the sixth rule? Just opposite case. Sixth rule, quickly recall. Yes. Said, what about the sixth rule? Sixth rule or sign convention. Jerilyn, what about our sixth rule for sign convention?
Positive.
Okay, all the distance that is measured perpendicular to the principal axis downwards is taken negative, right? That is the last rule of the sign Cartesian convention rule. Okay, so while dealing with the reflection from spherical mirrors, we have to follow a set of sign conventions, and it was proposed or it was introduced by a mathematician known as Cartesian, and it is known as sign convention for spherical mirrors. I hope this is clear for you, right? Do you have any doubt dealing with this topic? Yes. So I hope this topic is clear for you. So today we can move to the next topic, that is mirror formula. The next topic is mirror formula. I will share the screen. So our next topic is mirror formula. Mirror formula. So in this slide, you can see an equation, and this equation is known as mirror formula. And this equation is given by 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. So this equation is known as mirror formula. This mirror formula is applicable for all the spherical mirrors. That is, it can be applicable for either the concave or convex. We can use this formula. That is 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U, where F is the focal length and V is the distance of image, or simply you can say image distance, and U is the distance of object, or you can say object distance. So what is our mirror formula? The mirror formula is applicable for all the mirror, that is either for concave or convex. We can use the same mirror formula. So anyone quickly recall what is our mirror formula? 1 by F is equal to?
1 by V plus 1 by U.
Yes, very good. 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. Students, when you write an equation, you must specify each and every term that is present in that equation. So here 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U, where F is the focal length. F is the focal length and V is the distance of image, or you can say it is the image distance, and U is the distance of object, or it is the object distance. Clear? These are the different terms present in this equation. 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. We need this equation for doing the mathematical problems. So you must familiar and study this equation. This is the mirror formula for spherical mirrors. And I hope that from this equation, you are familiar with the term focal length F, right? You are familiar with the term focal length. What do you mean by focal length then? What do you mean by focal length? Anyone?
The distance between pole and principal focus.
Yes, very good. It is the distance between the pole and principal focus. But are you familiar with this term V, image distance? Are you familiar with this term V? Now we can quickly recall what do you mean by V. Okay, so V means image distance, or it is the distance of the image. As its name implies, it is the distance of image from pole. What do you mean by image distance? Image distance means it is the distance of the image from pole. It is the distance of image from pole. According to sign Cartesian convention, we are already saying that from the reflecting surface, from the center of the reflecting surface, that is from pole, we are measured all the distances. So the distance of the image from that of the pole is known as image distance, and it is denoted by V. It is denoted by the letter V. Okay. So children, can you make a definition for object distance then? What do you mean by object distance? Anyone make a definition for this object distance? Yes. It is the distance of, yes.
Distance of the object from pole.
Yes, very good. It is the distance of the object from that of the pole, and it is denoted by the letter U. Okay. So here we introduce new terms. Two new terms are there. One is image distance, that is represented by V, and another term, that is object distance. It is represented by the letter U. What do you mean by image distance? As its name implies, it is the distance of image from pole. And what do you mean by object distance? It is the distance of object from pole. Clear? So here we are discussing our mirror formula, and our mirror formula is given by 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. You can use the small letter V and U in order to denote this image distance and that of the object distance. From this we have F is the focal length, where F is the focal length, and V is the image distance. V is known as image distance, and U is known as object distance. U is known as object distance. So by connecting this F, V, and U, we have an equation that is given by 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U, where F is the focal length, V is the image distance, and U is the object distance. And this equation is known as mirror formula. Mirror formula for the spherical mirrors. Okay, I hope it is clear for you, right? Revu, can you recall what you mean by focal length? What do you mean by focal length? Yes. Anjali Priya, what do you mean by focal length?
The
Focal length. Adulya, what do you mean by focal length?
Is the distance between the pole and the principal focus.
Yes, it is the distance between the pole and that of the principal focus. Sean, what do you mean by image distance? Image distance. Unmute and answer, I can hear. Srihari, what do you mean by image distance?
Distance between the mirror and the image.
It is the distance of the image from the pole. It is the distance of the image from where? From the pole of the mirror. Okay. So V is the distance of the image from the pole of the mirror. So Devasena, can you recall what you mean by object distance then? Object distance. Image distance means distance of the image from pole. Then what do you mean by object distance? It is the Yes, Ashik Joshi, what do you mean by object distance then?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean by object distance?
The distance of the object from the mirror.
From the pole of the mirror. Okay, very good. Okay, so here we have the mirror formula 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U, where F is the focal length, V is the image distance, and U is the object distance. Focal length is the distance between the pole and that of the principal focus. V is the image distance, that is the distance of the image from the pole, and U is the object distance, that is the distance of object from that of the pole. Now, in addition to this mirror formula, you may please note that the focal length of a concave mirror is always negative. The focal length, so you need this when we doing the numericals. So you must keep this in your mind. The focal length of a concave mirror, the focal length of a concave mirror is always negative. The focal length of a concave mirror is always negative. Similarly, focal length of a convex mirror, can you predict what about its nature? Focal length of a convex mirror? Yes?
Positive.
Very good, very good. Focal length of a convex mirror is always positive. Is always positive. Very good. Okay. So you may please note this along with the mirror formula, because in the mirror formula we make a connection between this focal length, image distance and that of the object distance. It is given by the equation 1 by f is equal to 1 by v plus 1 by u, and from this f is the focal length. Focal length is the distance between the pole and that of the principal focus, and for a concave mirror the focal length is always negative in nature, and for a convex mirror the focal length is always positive in nature. Is it is clear? Can we move to the next topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So now we can move to the next topic, that is magnification of mirror. This is the next topic, magnification of mirror. Okay. So all of you write the heading, magnification of spherical mirror or magnification of mirror. So here you have the definition for magnification of spherical mirror. The magnification for spherical mirror is the ratio of the height of the image to the height of the object. This is the definition for magnification for spherical mirror. Magnification for spherical mirror is the ratio of the height of the image to the height of the object. Okay, and you can use the equation magnification is equal to height of the image divided by height of the object, or m is equal to h dash divided by h. H dash divided by h. This is the equation which is representing the magnification. Okay, here you can see the equation for magnification. M is equal to h dash divided by h. Did you copy down the definition for magnification? After that, we can explain this detail. Okay. So magnification of spherical mirror is the ratio of the height of the image to that of the height of the object. And it is given by the equation m is equal to h dash by h, where h dash is the height of the image and h is the height of the object. Is it finished? All of you, please switch on your video. Please switch on. Did you copy down the definition for magnification of mirror? You only need to copy down this definition for magnification and the equation for magnification, equation to calculate the magnification of the mirror. Using which letter we are representing the magnification, students?
M.
Yes, very good. Small letter m. Small letter m is used to denote this magnifications. Very good. Okay. So now we are discussing what do you mean by this magnification. Magnification for spherical mirror. Magnification for spherical mirror. If you are not remembering this definition, at least you study the equation. That is, the magnification of a spherical mirror can be calculated by. Can you recall what is the equation for calculating the magnification? M is
Height
equal
of
to,
image by height of object.
yes, very good. That is h dash by h, where h dash is the height of the image. It is the, we are pronouncing this as h dash. Okay, h dash mean height of image divided by height of object. Height of object. Height of the image divided by height of the object. So we can make a definition for magnification. It is the ratio of height of image with that of the height of the object. Clear? And this m can be calculated by m is equal to h dash divided by h. Okay. Clear? Now we have one more equation to calculating this magnification. Suppose if the height of the image or height of the object is not provided in this question, then we can calculate this magnification using one more formula that is given by m is equal to negative v by u. M is equal to negative v by u. This is also gives the value for magnification. Suppose for a numerical problem, if the height of the image and height of the object is not provided, you can use this formula to calculate the magnification. M is equal to negative v by u. What is v? Now you are familiar with this v. What is v? Yes?
Image distance.
Very good. It is the image distance. It is the image distance. And what is v?
Object distance.
Sorry, u. U is the object distance. Okay. V is the image distance and u is the object distance. Okay. So here we have two equations to calculate the magnification. One is m is equal to h dash by h. If in the given question, if the height of the image or height of the object is not provided, we can use the second equation, that is m is equal to negative v by u, where v is the image distance and u is the object distance. Clear? I hope this is clear for you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So students, here we are discussing about the magnification for spherical mirror. The magnification can be calculated by the equation, or the definition for magnification. It is the ratio of height of the image to that of the height of the object. Or the magnification is represented by the letter small letter m, and m is equal to h dash by h, where h dash is the height of the image and h is the height of the object. And if the present question, if the height of the image and height of the object is not provided, you don't need to worry. We have one more equation to calculate the magnification with the help of image distance and object distance. It is given by m is equal to negative v by u, where v is the image distance and u is the object distance. Is it clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Now, with this help of magnification, with the help of the value that we are obtained for magnification, we can predict the nature and size of the image. So now I will give you some notes or some tricks how to identify the nature and size of the image from this value of the magnification. So we can see how from the value of this magnification, we can predict the nature and size of the image. Okay, I will show this now. For that, we can use some tricks. You can write these notes, some short notes. If the value of magnification, that is, if m is equal to 1, if m is equal to 1, the image formed is same size as that of the object. If m equal to 1, the image have the same size as that of the object. The image has the same size as that of the object. Then if the value of the magnification is equal to 1, the size of the image is same as that of the object. Now, the second point, if m is, what is this sign represent? Greater than or lesser than? What is this sign is represent? M is Greater than or less than?
Greater than.
Great.
Very
Greater
good.
than.
Very good. Very good. If M is greater than 1, can you predict the size of the image? Anyone? Just guess.
Larger size.
Very good. The size of the image is larger in nature. Larger. Or we can write enlarged. Enlarged. Image formed is enlarged in nature. Okay. Large image is formed, or we can write enlarged image is formed. Okay. Then the next case. Guys, if M is less than 1, if M is less than 1, what about the size of the image form?
Diminished.
Very good. It is diminished. It is diminished or small in size. You can use any of these two words. It is either diminished or small in size. Okay. Now you get the trick how to identify whether the image formed is small or large depending upon the value of M. That is, if M is equal to 1, we get the same size. If M is greater than 1, we get an image with enlarged in nature. And if M is less than 1, the size of the image is small. Clear? So depending upon the value of M, we can predict the size of the image. Now, how we can describe the nature of the image with the help of this value of M? For example, take the another note. If M is, that is, if the magnification is positive, if M is positive, the nature of the image is virtual and erect. Virtual and erect. Okay. So when we get a virtual and erect image, when we get a virtual and erect image, if the value of the magnification is positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. All right. Similarly, if M is negative, if M is negative, what about the nature of the image form?
Real and inverted.
Very good. It is real and inverted in nature. Real and inverted. Okay. So these are the small tricks we can use. With the help of the magnification, we can identify the nature and the size of the image form. Here, if M is positive, we get a virtual and direct image. Similarly, if M is negative, we get a real and inverted image. Okay. When we do the numericals, it is much more clear for you. Suppose, for example, if I give one value, example 1, if M is equal to plus 4, if M is equal to plus 4, what do you mean by this statement? What about the nature and size of the image? This plus sign is indicates the nature of the image. Okay. And this numerical value 4 indicates the size of the image. Okay. The size of the image. So in this present question, I will give M is equal to plus 4. So students, can you identify the nature of the image form? What do you mean by this statement? What about the nature of the image
Virtual and
form?
erect.
Very good. It is virtual and direct. Why it is virtual and direct?
Positive nature.
Yes, it is due to positive sign. We can write the nature is virtual and erect. Very good. And what about its size?
Highly enlarged
Yes,
or enlarged.
size is enlarged. Enough, enlarged. Because the size is 4, so we can write it is enlarged. Now you got the idea? I will give you another example. For example, suppose we have M is equal to negative 3.2. The magnification M is equal to negative 3.2. Okay. Then can you predict the nature of the image?
Real and
Nature.
Real and inverted.
Yes, very good. Nature is real and inverted. Real and inverted. What about its size?
Diminished.
Why you say it is diminished? I already said that you don't need to be bothered about whether it is negative or positive. This negative sign is indicates the nature only. It is indicates the nature only. Okay. And this number is indicates the size. So children, you must say this 3.2 is less than 1 or greater than 1. 3.2. Don't take the negative 3.2 as a whole. You only concentrate on this numerical value, that is 3.2. Is it is less than 1 or greater than 1?
Greater.
It is greater than 1. Then what about the size of the image form?
Enlarged.
It is enlarged. It is enlarged. Okay. So when we get a magnification value, you concentrate on the numerical only in order to predict the size. Don't need to concentrate on the sign as a whole. Okay. I will give one more example. M is equal to plus 0.12. M is equal to plus 0.12. What about its nature?
Virtual and error.
Virtual and error.
Very good. It is virtual and direct. Virtual and direct. Okay. All right. Then what about its size?
Diminished.
Yes. Very good. It is diminished. Why it is diminished? Because its value is only 0.12. 0.12 means it is
Lesser than 1.
less than 1. Very good. That's why we can say size is diminished. I will give one more example. Then we can move to the numericals. M is equal to negative 0.23. What about the nature?
Real and inverted.
Yes, very good. It is real and inverted. It is real and inverted. What about its size?
Diminished.
Diminished, because it is only 0.23. That is less than 1. So its size is diminished. Is it is clear for you? So when you get the magnification value, you observe the sign and that of the numerical. In order to obtain the nature, you concentrate only on the sign. In order to observe the size, you concentrate only on the numerical value. Clear? I hope this is clear for you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we can just recall this mirror formula and magnification formula once again. After that, we can move to the numericals. Are you ready? Okay. Alna Rose. What do you mean by mirror formula? Give the mirror formula. Switch on your video. Melita, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, mirror formula. What is the mirror formula?
1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U.
Very good. 1 by F equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. Dominic, what is the each term in this equation specify? What is F, V, and U? Dominic. Lakshmi Nanda, are you there? Lakshmi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is F? What is F? Say louder, I can hear. So well. What is F, V, and U? What is the term F, V, and U in the mirror formula?
Well,
Yes.
F focus.
Not focus, it is focal length. F for focal length. Okay. Then V,
Ma'am, distance of an image.
very good. U,
Distance of an object.
distance of an object. Okay, all right, good. Gautam, magnification formula. What is the magnification formula? Unmute and answer, dear. I can hear. Yes,
M is equal to H dash divided by H.
yes, very good. M is equal to H dash by H. What is H dash shown? H dash.
Height of an image.
Very good. It is the height of the image. And H,
Height of the object.
very good. Height of the object. Okay, very good. Then again, Kshetra, are you there? Okay, all right. If the value of M is equal to 1, if M equal to 1, what about the size of the image?
Same size.
Same size, very good. Anthony, if the M is greater than 1, what about its size? Anthony?
Yes.
If M is greater than 1, what about the size of the image form? Size.
This one.
If M is greater than 1, what about its size?
Enlarged.
Enlarged, good. Srihari, if M is less than 1,
Diminished.
diminished, very good. Then Anjali Priya, if M is positive, what about the nature of the image?
Virtual and erect.
Okay. Gauri, if M is negative, what about its nature?
Real and inverted.
Real and inverted. Okay. Now I will give you some question. You just think and answer. What about the magnification of a plane mirror? Anyone guess? What about the magnification of a plane mirror? We already discussed about the characteristics of the image formed by the plane mirror. Can you recall the characteristics of the image produced by the plane mirror? Where did we get the image in the case of a plane mirror?
Behind the
Behind the mirror. Okay, very good. And what about the nature of the plane mirror? Virtual and direct. All right. And what about the size of the image formed in the plane mirror?
Same size.
Same size, right? The image formed is same size. Then can you get a clue? Did you get the clue? What about
one?
no? Yes, 1. That is, if the M is equal to 1, which indicates that the size of the image is same as that of the size of the object. And in the case of plane mirror, we were already discussed that the size of the image formed have the same size as that of the object. So we can say for a plane mirror, the magnification is equal to 1. So for a plane mirror, M is equal to 1 because in the case of a plane mirror, the image is formed as same as that of the size of the object. Clear? Okay. Now we can move to the numericals. I think this much topics are clear. So we can discuss some questions. Okay, here you can see one problem. If it is clear, a convex mirror used for rear view on an automobile has a radius of curvature of 3 meters. If a bus is located at 5 meters from this mirror, find the position, nature, and size of the image. What are the parameters are provided in the question? A convex mirror, it is a mirror, it's a spherical mirror, and here we are using a convex mirror, and it is used as a rear view mirror on an automobile, has a radius of curvature of 3 meters. So what is provided in the present question? What are the physical
Radius.
Yes, the radius of curvature. How we are denoting the radius of curvature using which letter?
R.
C.
C.
R.
R.
Capital letter or small letter?
Capital.
Yes. So the capital letter R is equal to 3 meter. That is the radius of curvature is given and it is equal to 3 meter. Okay, good. Then what is acting as an object here? Did you identify the object in the present question?
Bus.
Bus.
Yes, very good. Here the bus is the object and the object is located at 5 meter from this mirror. So what is provided in that sentence? Another physical parameter you get it from the, what is that?
Object distance.
Object.
Very good, very good. You got it. The object distance is also provided. And how you denote this object distance using which letter?
U.
Yes, good. The U is equal to 5 meter, right? But I put a negative sign here. U is equal to -5 or -5. Why I put a negative sign before this object distance 5 meter? Did you have any idea? In the question, it is only given +5. But when I am solving this problem, I put a negative sign there. Why?
Because it is real and inverted.
No, not that. We were already studied the sign Cartesian convention, right? According to sign Cartesian convention, according to our first rule, where we are placing the object, if it is a coordinate system, here we have the pole, all the distance are measured from the pole, and here this is the x-axis, and this is the x dash. Here we have y, and here we have y dash axis. And according to sign Cartesian convention, we studied that the object is always placed on which side of the mirror? Which side of the mirror? Left side. That is, our object is situated here, right? Our bus is situated on the left side of the mirror. Okay. And in this question, it is given that the object distance, that is the distance of the image, the distance of the object from that of the pole. We are measured on which side? It is towards the left or towards the right? From which side we are measuring the object distance, U? Yes, it is from the left side, right? The left side of the mirror. Then according to sign Cartesian convention, we were studied that all the distance that is measured from the pole towards left take negative, right? Did you remember that point that we were discussing the sign Cartesian convention? All the distance that is measured towards the left is taken negative values. So the object distance is always negative because according to our sign Cartesian convention, the object is placed on the left side and all the distance that we measured on the left side is taken negative. That is why I put a negative sign here. Is it clear? Clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here we have R is equal to 3 meter and U is equal to -5 meter. And what is asked in the question? Find the position, nature, and size of the image. We want to calculate the position, nature, and the size of the image. Okay. So no other informations are provided. From this question, we can calculate the focal length. How we can calculate the focal length? F. There is a relation between radius of curvature and focal length, right? Did you remember the relation between radius of curvature and that of the focal length?
And it is a half.
Yes, R is equal to, what is the relation between radius of curvature and focal length? R is equal to 2F. Did you remember this relation? R is equal to 2F. Clear? From that, we can find out F. F is equal to, how we can calculate the focal length F?
R
From this
by 2.
S. Very good. F is equal to R by 2. F is equal to R by 2. Then substitute the values. What is radius? Radius
by
of curvature.
one
Yes, very good.
1.5.
Very good. 3 by 2, that is equal to 1.5 meter. So we get the focal length F is equal to 1.5 meter. So we get one more parameter or one more physical quantity, that is the focal length F is equal to 1.5 meter. So we get this focal length from the relation between radius of curvature and that of the focal length, that is given by R is equal to 2F. From this equation, we are calculating the value of focal length. F is equal to R by 2, that is given by 3 by 2, or F is equal to 1.5. Clear? Okay. So we get one more parameter, that is F is equal to 1.5. So using F and U, you can calculate the image distance. Using which formula? Using the focal length and the object distance, you can calculate the image distance. Using which formula?
Mirror formula.
Very good. Using the mirror formula, we have a relation between the focal length, image distance, and that of the object distance. And it is given by 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. Right? 1 by F is equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. Here we want to calculate the V. Okay. So just to rearranging this equation in order to calculate this V, we can just rearrange this equation. That is 1 by V is equal to, how we can calculate 1 by V from this equation? 1 by V is equal to 1 by F minus 1 by U, right? Now you can just substitute the value. That is 1 by V is equal to 1 by F. That is 1 by, what is the value of F? Focal length that we were find now itself. What is that value?
1.5.
Yes, very good. That is 1 by 1.5 minus 1 by U. What is the value of U, object distance? Negative 5. All right, negative 5. Okay. So 1 by 1.5 minus 1 by minus 5. This minus and this minus becomes plus. So we have 1 by V equal to 1 by 1.5 plus 1 by 5. Okay. 1 by 1.5 plus 1 by 5. Now we can just cross multiply it. So we have 1 by V is equal to, cross multiplying, we get 1 into 5, 5 plus 1 into 1.5, 1.5 divided by 1.5 into 5, that is equal to 7.5. Clear? Okay. That is 1 by V is equal to, what is 1.5 plus 5? What is 1.5 plus 5? Yes, it is 6.5. Very good. 6.5 divided by 7.5. So we get 1 by V is equal to 6.5 divided by 7.5. This is 1 by V. Do we need 1 by V or V? We need the image distance. We don't need the 1 by V value. We need the image distance V. So from this equation, we can calculate the image distance. That is 1 by V is equal to 6.5 by 7.5, which implies V is equal to, take the reciprocal of this, it becomes 7.5 divided by 6.5. Because 1 by V is equal to 6.5 divided by 7.5. We don't need that value. We want to calculate the image distance V. That is V is equal to 7.5 divided by 6.5, and that is equal to 1.15 meter. That is given by 1.15 meter. Clear? Is it is clear for you, students? Here we have the radius. focal length, and the object distance u. Then using the mirror formula, we are calculating the image distance. That is 1 by v is equal to 1 by f minus 1 by u. By substituting all the value, we get 1 by v is equal to 6.5 divided by 7.5. We need the image distance v. So take the reciprocal of this. So we have 7.5 divided by 6.5. That is equal to 1.15. Clear? So here we have the image distance is given. V is equal to 1.15. V is equal to 1.15 meter. Okay. So we get the answer of one question. What is that? Find the position of the image. Where is the position of the image? The image is at a distance 1.15 meter from the mirror. So this is the first answer. What about the position of the image? The V is given the image distance. The position of the image is at 1.15 meter from that of the mirror. Clear? Is it is clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we are discussing the radius of curvature, focal length, object distance, and that of the image distance. Now we want to find out the nature and size of the image. How we can find out this nature and size of the image from this problem? Which formula that you want to do here? Using which formula we can calculate, we can identify the nature and size of the image? Yes?
M is equal to h dash by h.
Yes, what is that equation? That term is known as magnification. We want to calculate the magnification. And the magnification formula, we are studying that M is equal to h dash by h, right? What is h dash? What is h dash?
Height of the image.
Height of the image, and h is the height of the object. Did the height of the image and height of the object is provided in the question? Did the height of the image and height of the object is given in the question?
No, ma'am.
No. Then how we can calculate the magnification?
M equal to negative V by U.
Very good. Because in this equation, the height of the image and height of the object is not provided. So you don't need to worry. We have one more equation, that is M is equal to negative V by U. M is equal to negative V by U. Okay. Then substitute the value. M is equal to negative V. What is the value of V? Minus 1.15 divided by the value of U is minus 5. Okay. So here we have minus 1.15 divided by minus 5. This minus and this minus cancels. So we have M is equal to plus 1.15 divided by 5 plus 5. Plus 1.15 divided by 5, that is equal to plus 0.23 meter. Plus 0.23, not meter, magnification have no unit. Plus 0.23. Because here positive 1.15, here also positive 5, so we get plus 0.23. So what is the value of the magnification here? M is equal to, what is the value of magnification? M is equal to plus 0.23, plus 0.23. From this value, can you predict the nature and size of the image? What about the nature?
Virtual and erect.
Very good. It is virtual and erect. It is virtual and erect. What about the size of the image?
Diminished.
Yes, diminished, because here the M is less than 1. So the size is diminished. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you finish this question? I hope it is finished, right? So students, today we were discussing about the mirror formula and magnification formula. And depending upon the value of the magnification, we can predict the nature and size of the image. Okay. And we do one problem. So what you want to do, you must thorough with this mirror formula and magnification formula. So we can do much problems. We can do more problems on the next class. Okay. I hope this is clear for you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Is
Yes,
this
ma'am.
clear? Okay. All right. So with this, we can wind up this. Okay, students. So we can wind up this today's session. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am.
Thank
you,
you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.